everything's reported in terms of your network, and it's still the same?
Yeah, I've called several times to do it, and they'll give me like a code to do like a network update and all that stuff, and it doesn't work. I like the update works, like it does what it's supposed to do, but then I just still don't really have any service and constantly, like I said, drop calls and stuff like that.
So we can still try to report this issue to our network team for them to work on it.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we do have a process here. As I try to check here, we do have a process that you can actually take advantage. Since there's actually no tower in your location, you can actually fill out this form.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, great. So anything else that you want me to assist in your account?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome, and thanks for calling Sprint. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye now.
So, how come the other 50 times I've called Sprint, no one has ever saw that there's no towers here? Is it because I had a year left on my contract and they wanted money?
Probably.
So, let me explain what is happening with Sprint. So, I had Intelos. I had Intelos a long time ago. Also, prerequisite, this has nothing to do. I'm not saying I dislike anybody that works at Sprint, so don't take that the wrong way if you are a Sprint employee. I'm not saying that. This is just my experience with Sprint. So I have had Sprint for a while. I had Intelos, and they switched over. Like, Intelos got bought out by Sprint, and so all the Intelos customers could go and move their stuff over to Sprint, right? Fair enough. Hey, that's fine by me. I'm going to be on a national coverage or national carrier. That sounds good, right? Well, the problem is, first off, we didn't really have good luck with Intelos because it's a regional thing anyway. But the problem is, ever since we've switched to Sprint, it has been trash. I've not had any luck with it. When we go, it doesn't matter where we go, we have no service. When we're in Pigeon Forge and we're eating and we're like, let's look up local attractions, guess what? Doesn't work. When I was in Lexington, Kentucky for a Comic-Con a few years ago, guess what? It doesn't work. When I'm in Roanoke in the middle of a restaurant and me and Tracy are trying to play dice with buddies, guess what? My service doesn't work. I can't connect to the internet. I can't do anything. And that has been an issue for a few years. Now, yes, I have called them. I've called them 200 times because I'm always like, hey guys, my network doesn't work. What do I need to do? Do I need to do anything? I need to get out of this contract. What is my payoff? Because I need to get out of it because I can't use it, right? So that's what it's been for the past couple of years. So the woman, the people that I've talked to in the past, I should say, let me start there, have always said, you know, they'll always give you the stuff. Well, what's your zip code? I say, this is my zip code. They say, oh, your coverage area, you're shown to get our best coverage. Well, of course I am, because what company is going to say, yeah, we don't cover you there, right? That's bad business. So they're always like, oh, no, you're in the best coverage. Well, what you need to do, we're going to give you this code, and you need to update your data network, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. And that's all I've heard for the past year, we'll say year and a half, because I've only got 4 months left on my contract. So we've had to deal with that for the past year and a half, and it's just frustrating, man. You pay for service, and I get really irritated when I see these Sprint commercials, and it's like, hey, come to Sprint because we're so much cheaper than Verizon, and our coverage is within 1% of Verizon's, right? Oh, what a great deal. But the fact is, when I had Verizon, I was paying $150. Was it $150? Was it $170? $170 with Verizon, according to Tracy. I thought it was lower, but she says $170. And when you're married, you meet in the middle, and the wife is right. So it's $170 a month with Verizon, and that's fine. So we go to Sprint, and now I'm paying $174 a month, which I don't know if you're good at math or not, but that's $5 more than Verizon, and I can't use my phone. I drop calls. Today, for example, all right, let me tell you about this today. Today, my buddy Nate, he comments down there sometimes. Nate's an awesome dude. He just moved to Charlotte. Nate, what's up? So I was calling Nate today. I got out of work, on lunch, I should say, and I went outside, and I pressed the thing, the contacts, and I hit Nate, and I said, cool, let's call this guy, right? Well, as soon as I hit it, call failed. Okay, so I hit the button over and over and over, call fail, call fail, call fail, call fail, call fail. So I said, all right, let me restart my phone. Restarted my phone, pulled it up, call Nate, boom. It rings 2 or 3 times, cuts off. it wasn't him answering and hanging up because it gave me the boop, 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 which signifies your line has broken. So I said, all right, this is starting to irritate me. He sends me a text back and says, hey, I tried to call, nothing happened. So are you serious? So I call him back, finally get him, and when I hear him, he says, and I said, hello? And he said, and I said, I can't understand what you're saying. I'm going to have to call you back. So I hung up and I called him back, and then it finally worked, which is fine. But even then, with him talking to me, I went into Grant's, which is a local store around here. While I was in there talking on the phone to Nate, my service died. We've not had any luck at all, and it's been terrible. So anyway, today I decided I'm going to call again because I need to see what my contract is and what all this stuff is, yada yada, right? You go through the whole routine, talking to the woman, oh hey, what's going on? And then, get through the whole process, and I say, I just need to know what my cancellation fee is. And she says, oh, well, can I ask why you're canceling? And I told her, and I'm not mean about anything. I generally try to have just positivity about everything, but I just said, hey, I don't have any service. My calls constantly drop. My phone will tell me that I have 4G LTE service until I start using it. Once I start using it, that 4G LTE that's up in the top left-hand corner, for some reason goes away. So I don't know if that's a scam phone companies are pulling or not. That's all companies. I don't know. That seems kind of weird to me. But so anyway, I told her the issues, and she was like, well, let me check your zip code. What's your zip code? Blah, 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 put it in. She says, oh, yeah, well, you don't have any towers within 5 miles of you. Noah fell down. He's all right. He's not crying. He fell onto a chair. That's what Tracy, if you heard that noise in the background. So anyway, she said, there's no towers within 5 miles of you. Now, I don't mind that at all. That's perfectly fine. My issue is the hundreds of thousands of times I've called this company. That's an over-exaggeration, obviously. The 20, how many ever times I've called this company. Why has nobody told me that over the last year? No one has told me you don't have any towers in your area. Why? Because I've called about this literally, there's no way I've called less than 20 times. Because my service is terrible. So I'm really irritated right now with Sprint because why did you not tell me that I've been paying for a year and a half into something that I can't use, and no one there would say, you don't have any towers there. And then when I called, I'm like, I need to cancel, and they're like, cool, that's like $1,000. That's $600. That's this amount of money because you're in a contract. And this woman, she was super nice, and she was like, oh yeah, you need to fill out a relocation thing, and you're obviously in an area that doesn't have service, so send that in and we'll take care of it. I know. The point is, I've been paying for a year and a half, $175 and sometimes more per month for a company that knows that I'm not in an area, or that I'm in an area that doesn't have any service, and no one has wanted to tell me that until I only have 4 months left on my contract. So, congratulations, Sprint, you got my money, and if you don't let me out now, that's fine. After these 4 months, I'm gonna leave. You're not getting any more of my money. I'm just really, really frustrated at the whole situation. Again, with that being said, this has nothing to do with Sprint employees. I'm not bashing anybody or anything like that. It's just, this has been a very, very frustrating couple of years dealing with not having any service and paying for it, and now finding out the reason I didn't have service is because this is not a service area. It's frustrating. I hope you guys see where I'm coming from on that. Alright guys, and I'm actually going to end the vlog on that note. Today, I had a lot of stuff going on today, and it's 8:20 right now, but I still have to work out, which I'll talk more about, just a goal that I've set in tomorrow's vlog. I'm going to leave today as the Sprint Rant. Yeah, I needed something to do today anyway, because I literally had a bunch of stuff that I had to get done, and then it just so happened that the Sprint thing worked, and I was like, alright, I'm just going to use that as my video. We'll be good. So, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow we'll be back with a regular vlog. I've got some stuff going on. I want to talk about like this kind of challenge that I'm going to do for myself. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you guys tomorrow.